Back by popular demand, it came from Facebook, episode 2. We don't do Craigslist anymore because Craigslist actually doesn't have that many cursed listings because they force people to pay $5 or whatever it is to list. So we're looking at Cleveland, Ohio, baby. 40 miles outside of the Cleveland area. We're looking at all the good stuff here. And let me tell you what, we are already off to a good start. Cleveland is a legendary city for me because, this is going to be good. Cleveland is a legendary city for me because I very famously clowned on them on an It Came From Craigslist episode because I truly do think it's like a Mad Max dystopia with the most ridiculous motorcycles available for sale. Starting off strong, 2002 Suzuki Hayabusa, $3,500. I want to take a moment and play the video here because I think it tells me everything I need to know about the bike. You got a shirtless guy with no helmet riding away on it. Where's he going? Off to the land of Busa boys. This is how I imagine Busa boys go to their, like, local meetup and stuff, you know? Hopefully he's going to flip around here. Let's skip ahead in the video a little bit. Very slow, judicious U-turn. He's coming back around. Showing us that the bike runs and rides. You gotta be kidding me. Y'all. Guys, you're going to tell me that Cleveland is not a Mad Max dystopia. You have people out here trying to sell $3,500 Hayabusas doing burnouts on Facebook Marketplace, wearing no t-shirt and shorts. This is insane. This is absolutely crazy. How have I not done these videos, dude? This is absolute gold in terms of entertainment. Look how ratted out this Busa is, man. This is the saddest Busa I have ever seen. This looks like a low-rendered version of a Busa. This is so sad. This looks like a 360p Busa. Seller's description. Read before contacting me. No trade. Keep it to yourself. A great gift. Good bike for a good price. K&N air filter, 200 tire, Voodoo pipes with power commander, 6-inch stretch, plus more add-on, no trades, cash only. Headlight went out, but everything else works. Don't contact me unless 24 hours prior to coming. If you're not asking for the address to come by, don't contact me. It's still here. Price is firm. All F-boys, please play with your mom, not me. No low balls. This bike's got balls. You can't make up this kind of gold, dude. You can't make this up. I love this. This is the best thing I've seen probably in 2 or 3 weeks of my life. I am so committed to doing these videos again. This is a sad, sad Busa, man. This thing's seen better days. I don't know why it's just all grayed out with no logo. Who knows the kind of life this thing has led? 28,000 miles on the clock, $3,500 gets it done. The video says it all, doesn't it? It's great. It's great. I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. This is one of the greatest listings I've ever seen for any Hayabusa ever. Moving on. Okay, what's this? Cleveland? A normal, clean motorcycle? What? This must be someone who lives on the outskirts of town and is like the main character and has like a nice little hideout or something, like has some crops growing, an electrified fence. You know, like in The Last of Us, like the 2 gay guys that live together and stuff like that. This is the bike of that owner. This is the dude that, is clean, sensible. He goes to the store and just like kind of shuffles past all the zombies and stuff quietly. 2016 Yamaha XT250, $3,600, a great deal, 6,600 miles on the clock. It's beautiful. It's perfect. This is the stock, everything's stock. Look how nice this looks, guys. This is great. This is a great first motorcycle. This is a great bike in general. Little XT250. What does this guy say? Oh my God, it's written with capital letters and periods. Yamaha XT250 in very nice condition. Fuel injected. Everything is stock, but added skid plate and back rack. Excellent first bike or last bike. So easy to ride, needs nothing. If it is listed, it's still for sale. No trades. Clean, simple, elegant. We are existing in the polar opposites of the spectrum here, and I am so here for it. I love this. This is amazing. This is actually one of the cleanest XTs I've seen. Great price for it. Gonna run forever. You know, a little high on the miles, but it's 2016. That's 8 years old at this point. I kind of expect that. But a really solid bike and a solid buy for a first motorcycle, honestly. You could have so much fun with this thing, tool around on local farm roads or just bop around with it. A great grocery getter. You could put a little milk cart on the back and just have some fun with it. Awesome listing, awesome bike. Also going to give it a 10 out of 10. Back-to-back 10 out of 10s for Cleveland. Moving on. What's up, squids? It's your sweet Papa Yam here. We're shaking things up and doing something wild. For the first time ever, we are giving away a top-of-the-line gaming PC. This $4,500 monster is gonna go to one of you out there watching right now. Feast your eyes on the RTS 5000X, an ultra-high-end powerhouse that's ready to elevate your gaming experience to the next level. From high-speed racing to virtual adventures, this bad boy's got you covered. It features a 14th generation i9 Intel processor, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and a 4090 graphics card that's ready to tackle anything you could want. Oh yeah, it's liquid cooled as well. So how do you get entered to win? Easy peasy. Head over to yamanoob.co and any purchase you make will get you entered to win this gaming PC. Pick out anything you want, any memberships, cold weather riding gear, t-shirts, hats, all that good stuff. No codes required. Every single order is going to be entered to win this thing. Good luck and get entered to win this amazing gaming PC. Well, we're back in the nadir. We're back in the Zero land of Cleveland, in the cursed Suzuki land of Cleveland. We have the Sherbert Tiger here, as I'm going to call it, the 1995 Suzuki GSX 750R. I like the little air filters over the throttle bodies here, probably carbureted because it's so old, 20,000 miles, wants $1,234, probably an OBO situation. Also comes with a video. You know we have to see it because this is just pure entertainment. I love the feet down all the way until at least 10 miles an hour.
That bitch is nasty.
What did he say?
That bitch is nasty.
He said, that bitch is nasty. He said it's so calm, so pleasing. Seller's description, strong running bike, very fast, has a built engine, big cams, the bike has been tuned, it's stretched and lowered, it's got a voodoo pipe that sounds sick. Only problem is that it's running a bit too rich, carbs may need to be cleared. Willing to trade for a cruiser-style bike, clean title in hand. I'm staggered, shocked this bike has a clean title in hand. After nearly 30 years of wretched Suzuki things, absolutely floored this bike has a clean title. Interesting bike. I wouldn't say it's the worst thing I've ever seen. It clearly looks like some sort of old school highway racer bike, a drag bike maybe even. Maybe this was set up as a drag bike and had some fun because the slight stretch and the built motor and the kind of chrome parts reminds me of like late 90s drag bikes type of stuff. Relatively clean. The price is a bit strange. I'm sure you could... I mean, that's a really low price for it, to be honest, because it actually does run and it's pretty decent. So I don't know what's going on with that. So we'd have to talk to the seller and figure it out. But as he said, that bitch is nasty. So we're going to give it a 7 out of 10. How about a 7.5 out of 10 for that 750? All right, we got maybe a flipper here. This was listed 20 weeks ago, 2023, KTM RC8C going for $46,000. Now, if you don't know, this bike is absolutely exceptional. Oh my God! If you don't know what this is, KTM builds this non-street legal race bike called the RC8C. It features the 890 parallel twin and a totally bespoke frame. Makes, I think, 130 horsepower. It weighs like 317 pounds, ready to ride. I got the chance to ride one of these on track, and it was hands down the greatest track bike I have ever ridden. It is so good. Within 4 laps, I ripped off a new personal best, a 2:03 around ECR. It easily could go under 2 minutes, which is a very fast lap time around there. Yeah, this is a really cool bike. Again, proving to me that Cleveland is a place of dichotomy, is a place that reflects our unequal society. It is a place that shows inequality in America because we have $46,000 KTMs, nice facility, clean, and then you have whatever was going on with that Busa, the Mad Max situation. So this seller says 2023 KTM RC8C 890cc, new, title in hand, never ridden, factory crate, ready to ship. Interesting. These bikes sold out in 2.5 minutes. Only 4 have been listed in the USA, all of which have a higher out-the-door price than mine. Price is relatively firm, can work with the price and taxes for serious buyers. $40K MSRP, tax, title, prep, and delivery came to more than this. So I'm curious as to why this person bought it. I think they bought it because they thought that they could flip it quickly. It's kind of like the Porsche market, right? You get an allocation for a GT3 or a GT2. You usually scoop it up, and then you try to sell it and flip it and get some cash for it. I'm sure this guy thought that it was a similar situation. Boasting an extremely lightweight, high power to weight ratio, titanium internals, GPS, and plenty of other amazing features, this turnkey track racer is ready for its new home. Again, I really appreciate the capitalization, the periods, the commas, the syntax. So easy to read. Located in Willoughby, Ohio, can ship worldwide. Wow. I have tons of pictures and video. If needed, just reach out. Open to partial or full trades for cars, boats, or anything you may think is interesting. No bike trades. I'm exiting the motorcycle hobby. Okay, interesting. So maybe this guy bought it because he thought he was going to have a fun track day toy. Big motorcycle guy, obviously. And then he's like, you know what? I actually don't feel like doing this. So an interesting listing. Definitely trying to gouge you a little bit with the price, an extra $6,000 on top. But again, probably someone who got an allocation, bought it, and then thought that they could flip it. It's a beautiful bike. It's so sick, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone does pick this up. However, it was listed 20 weeks ago, and the price is out of the reach for pretty much all mere mortals, so I think you're going to have a hard time selling it. But good luck. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. It wouldn't be Cleveland without crazy paint jobs, and we've got it here. 1991 Harley-Davidson Fist Boy. The seller says, 1991 Fat Boy, 20,000 miles. It's had engine modifications, tires in the last 2 years, runs really good. Any questions, text me. So, 1991 Harley Fat Boy. I am not too familiar with these models other than it looks like every other big touring Harley I've ever seen. So, wow, here we go. The frickin' Speedo has flames on it. That's exciting. That's good. You don't see that often. That's a rare modification, honestly. That's well worth the $4,500 price point right there. So, color and paint scheme matched all over. The gas tank, the front fairing, the tire hugger, the bags. Everything matched to this, what I can describe as electric jizz paint job. This is like probably what happens when Satan busts a nut. It probably looks kind of like this. And I probably just got demonetized. So, go to yammynoob.co and pick up a membership and support me. This is great. This is classic, Facebook Marketplace, seedy bikes. I have such an inkling. Here's the thing. I'm much more minimalist nowadays. I'm actually pairing my entire motorcycle collection to just one motorcycle. But by God, I want to buy one of these things and do like a huge road trip on it because this looks like the stupidest, silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. My wife would probably kill me if I flew to Cleveland, bought this, and did like a road trip across America. She'd be like, what are you doing? Why? But the desire is so strong. The male urge to buy an airbrushed Harley-Davidson and travel across America is so strong in my body that I can't say no. I hope my therapist agrees with me, and I hope that my eventual divorce attorney also agrees with me, because this bike does scream divorce. I'm not going to lie. So, Satan's electric jizz, divorces, all those good things that you can come to appreciate from a Cleveland Harley-Davidson. I'm going to rate this one a solid 8.25 out of 10 and keep it moving. All right, folks, check this out. I could spot this from a mile away, a Honda 919, a CB 900F, I believe is the designation for this motorcycle. A bike that is near and dear to my heart. This was the first motorcycle I bought as a giveaway bike. When I started the whole thing, I called it the beginner bike giveaway series or whatever, and a build series. I don't remember what I called it, but I had a 919, and then I restored it, hentai wrapped it, gave it away, got it back, re-restored it, and then gave it away again. So it was a wonderful journey with that motorcycle. Spite and I worked a lot on it. Spite is also very dear to these motorcycles. If you've checked out his channel, he loves the 919. I think it was his first big power motorcycle. So yeah. These don't come up very often. It's cool to see them when they do. $2,500 gets it done. The seller says, beautiful bike, new clutch, no problems at all. We have a video of them cleaning the bike, I believe. Let's check this out. Ugh. You saw him putting the water into the exhaust ports there. You really don't want to do that. Yeah, you definitely would not want to clean the bike that way and just like blast a pressure washer of water into the exhaust. That's not going to be good. But I guess cool to see that he cleans it. I'd rather see it running than being cleaned, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, from the limited photo I can tell, looks to be in decent condition. These are pretty much indestructible, so even if you got it, you could work on it and fix it and make those kind of cases for yourself. But yeah, cool to see a 919 come up for sale. It's nice. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. All right, last bike for today. We got a 2013 Yamaha WR250R. These are great motorcycles. Looks like it was kept in a good neighborhood, went to a good home. Looks like this person really enjoyed it and really used it, which is cool. It's got 24,000 miles on it, so you really, really love this motorcycle. I don't like all the stickers on it. That's a bit silly, but those are pretty easy to take off if you were to get this motorcycle. Stock tail over here. That's impressive. So let's see what the seller says. Bike runs, idles, and rides fine. All the gears are there. The countershaft was replaced early on due to what I can only imagine was a defect, as the bike was still stock at the time. It was replaced professionally. It has a 290 Athena big bore race kit on it with some miles racked up on it. Actual mileage is less as front tooth is one down. The speedo acts weird at full throttle at highway speeds, but fine cruising. No idea what's wrong with that. Other than that, the mileage and speedo issue, the bike is great. Valve shims were redone, I'd say a few thousand miles ago. That's perfect. The WR is supposed to be done at 21,000 miles. Cables were maintained last season. Maintained would be the right word. Tires, K60 Scouts are fairly newer, not a lot of miles, blah, 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 talking a little more, filter. I will include an oil change kit. And finally, DC Moto installed a quick release for the case sensor so the engine can be removed. That's cool. Worked on and put back together totally off the frame. Nice. That was the biggest headache working on the bike, so no worries about that anymore. Overall, it's a nice bike that just needs a bit of love. It's been off-road, it's been down the streets, it's been down a couple times. It has been enjoyed. $3,000 OBO, title in hand. I have the spare key as well. So, honestly, WRs are notorious for just being damn near indestructible. This guy having a big bore kit on it would make me a little concerned. I would prefer to see a stock motor because I know that Yamaha built it in such a way that will run literally forever. If you don't believe me, Riding with Tom had a WR250 that I think he did like desert rides with and all sorts of stuff. The bikes are freaking unkillable. They're excellent. They're so good for like long distance proper enduro stuff. They're really solid. So I think $3,000 is a fair price for it. You get a really good base upon which you can, set it up and make it really reliable. But I would try to find a WR with less of a basket case. As you can see, this was listed 20 weeks ago, so probably hasn't seen much attention because it just has too many modifications. This is what I tell you guys. When you own a motorcycle, unless you plan on keeping it absolutely forever and you really know you're going to keep it forever, which this guy maybe thought he was going to, just try to keep it mostly stock. Because selling a bike that has a ton of mods and stuff going on with it is just never going to be as easy as selling a bike that has pretty much, bone stock, unmolested, just a couple tasteful mods here and there. So that would be my recommendation to you guys. But pretty cool bike, pretty good price. And yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And I'm going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. I really had a ton of fun. That Busa was just a real treat. If you've been enjoying this, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.
Oh, I love being here inside of the warm embryonic fluid of Valentino Rossi. Me and him just sharing foods together. Maybe he's gonna eat some pizza or some pasta here in the hills of Tavullia. But you know where else it's nice and warm and cozy is this next episode of Yami Noob. You can click on right over here. I'd love for you to watch it. But anyways, I'm gonna stay here hanging out. Me and him might go onto the track later, but I'll catch you guys later.